Hello. I'm going to start making tutorials on Xcode, the Cocoa-based applications. We're going to be using Xcode. You can get that on Apple's developers stuff. So just Google Apple Developer and then you'll find it, and you can just create your own Apple account and just I'll link it, so just don't worry. So we open up Xcode. So we're just gonna create a new new Xcode project. I use the I'll show you what version of Xcode I'm using. So we got 3.22, just in case if you guys have any higher versions or whatever. I don't know if it's gonna be the same or not. So we're just gonna be using this. So we're gonna create a new Xcode project. We're gonna do a Cocoa application. No, don't click any of these. Make sure these are unclicked. We're not going to do document or core data, so just choose it, and we'll just call it my first Cocoa app. So I'm going to save that, and then it comes up, and you got your frameworks. That's just a whole bunch of header files, and then you got your main, which we won't touch, your zip, which we'll get into that later. And then we have your header file that these two files will be mostly in. So first we'll this is to build and run it and stuff. And first we'll just start out by making our class. So right now it's just it automatically does it for you. It's the superclass is NS object, and then the lower class you're making is my first Cocoa app delegate. Well, a class has methods and stuff, so I'll be explaining that a little later on. So first we want to make a IB outlet. You'll kind of figure what IB outlets are once we get into the interface builder. So we're just gonna call it it's NS text field, and then we'll just call it field. Oops. And then we just type it as the way I did. You'll get it later. So it's just okay. So and then we're gonna make a method called we're just gonna IB action, and when you press a button it lets this method go. So we're gonna call it hello world. And then let's just go into our interface builder, click on that twice, and interface builder will pop up. And then you get your window right here, and then there's our object. And then we're gonna need a text field. Well, that's right there. So drag it in. It's pretty simple. And then we're gonna find a button. Sorry about that. And just drag it in. And then you just we'll just name it hello world. Actually, let's not have that. Let's just get a label. It looks much nicer. And then just alright, just take it like that and file save, and then wait, so let's right click on that. So and then is it not showing up? Oh, because I forgot to save. So make sure you say and just build it and see. If you have any problems, you might. It's building, so make sure. Okay. Alright. Let's just. Okay. Let's just delete this for right now. And build it. Okay, save. Yeah. Alright, it succeeded, so that's a good thing. So let's go back into Interface Builder, and then you'll right click on that, and then you'll find field, and you just connect it to the field, and then that's all you have to do, and then file, save, and then we'll go back. Okay. So now I'm gonna redo this. So just IV action, hello world. You can put anything right here. It doesn't really matter. Like you can for the hello world part. And then yeah, we're good. Alright, and then we're gonna implement our method. So it was IV action hello world. Okay, and then we put curly braces. So anything in anything inside the curly braces, when we activate hello world, everything in the curly braces will go. That like okay. So we're gonna put this is a pretty easy one. All you got to do is I think it was called field. Just do this field set string value, and then you can put anything right here. Yeah, hello world, just because it's kind of everybody does that just for their first application. So the field that we put in our window is going to set its string value to hello. So a string is just like a sentence kind of with just a whole bunch of characters and stuff. And then I make sure that that's like it's like a period, so it cuts it off and tells it that's stop that, and then we could put some more stuff in there like ns log. This is mostly used for the ns log is mostly used for debugging stuff. It comes up in the debugger, and you can see like, oh, I did something wrong because this came up, or this activated so something went right. Maybe in later tutorials you'll see why I use it or something. So I'll just say hello world was activated, and then alright, so let's just build this. Save all, yes. Alright, build succeed, and then we're just going to go back in our zip file, and then we're going to yes, and then you'll get a received action, and then it's hello world, and you bring it down to your button, and then when this is pressed, it will activate, and it will do an action, the method hello world, and this will all happen. So we build and run. Hopefully I saved that. Okay, what I didn't do was stop this. What I didn't do was in the zip file, I didn't save it. So now when we run it, it will work. See, hello. Maybe it's a little too small. Yeah, maybe the label is a little too small to fully display hello world. So let me, yeah, see, as you can see there, it wasn't big enough. So, and then file save, or it won't happen. So now we build and run, and then hello world. So that was my first tutorial. I'm kind of learning this I'm kind of learning this too. I'm a little more advanced than this, but I just wanted to put out what I've learned and stuff. And that's the end.